Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will continue our mask tutorial within the UI editor. We'll start off by demonstrating how our leaderboard feature looks like without the mask property enabled. We'll then do a quick run-through of the state modifiers needed to move our leaderboard grid outside of the visible masked area. And finally, we will add a linear gradient node with the mask property enabled to effectively show and hide our leaderboard grid in the intended way. Let's dive into the UI editor and learn more. Here we have the leaderboard feature from the previous video, except this version does not have a mask. You can see we have our Show Leaderboard button with the leaderboard grid behind and underneath it. This is what our UI would look like without a proper mask. It's not very appealing. Clicking the Show Leaderboard button, you can see our leaderboard slides in from below the leaderboard button, and hiding it moves it back in its original position. In a way, this is what is happening behind the scenes when we have our mask. Our mask prevents any unnecessary visuals from being within view by effectively hiding them outside of the visible mask area. The movement of our leaderboard is done so using state modifiers. If I check the leaderboard content node, we have two state modifiers: hide leaderboard and show leaderboard. These use the parent align y-axis property to move our leaderboard within and outside of the root parent node. In order to use masks to show and hide your visual elements, you must be able to move them inside and outside of the mask using state modifiers. Let's go ahead and add our mask so we can demonstrate this further. To add our mask, we'll start by creating a linear gradient node within the leaderboard parent node. I will click on the leaderboard parent node, and then in the node type dropdown, I will select the linear gradient node. I will then click the Add Node button. I will call this node Mask. We are now going to set the parent size of our mask node to match the size of our parent container. So we will set parent size x to 1 and parent size y to 1. And now we can see our linear gradient node. I will delete the last fill color and fill stop for our linear gradient node. So we just have a plain white linear gradient. Finally, I will toggle on the mask property. As we expect, we can see our leaderboard grid. If we hide the leaderboard grid, it now disappears as it has been removed from the visible mask area. This is essentially all it takes to create our mask using the linear gradient node and a fill color, in this case a solid fill color, and toggling on the mask property for our linear gradient properties. And there we have it. We have a masked leaderboard feature. Showing and hiding visual elements are just one of the many use cases of the mask property. I highly encourage you to continue experimenting with it and building other parts of your UI using the mask property. I also highly recommend that you subscribe to the Quicksave YouTube channel and stay up to date with our documentation website, where you can find more tutorials just like this. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.